Okay, so this is my second review. This is the new full spectrum camera that came in the mail today. It doesn't have a make on it. It's some OEM from Japan. It's charging currently, and this is the Phantom Lite full spectrum illuminator. It has 30 LEDs, 10 are infrared, 5 are ultraviolet, 5 are red, 5 are blue, and 5 are green. And I will turn that on for you. You're not going to see the infrared light up the top row and the bottom row because this camera phone doesn't see infrared. Alright, so that's the red, green, and blue, and then the second row from the top is the ultraviolet, which shows up a little bit on here. The very top and the very bottom rows, again, as I said, are infrared, so you don't really see those on this, but you'll see them when they light up on the full spectrum camera. This is video. All kinds of stuff in here. This is the setup. You can go full HD, which is 1080p, 30 frames a second. HD, which is 720p, 60 frames a second. Or that's HD plus, which is what I have it set to. HD, 720p, 30 frames, and a VGA 640 by 480. This is the stabilization. I have it on. You can see by the indicator down here. It's the anti-shake or whatever you call it. Motion detection, so it will record when it detects motion. Slow motion, which I'm going to play with that at some point. I think that sounds like fun. This is kind of a time lapse. You can set it for 1 second, 3 seconds, or 5 seconds, and it'll record a frame of video based on the time you choose. And then when you play it back, it's going to be a time lapse. And then pre-record. I don't know what that is. Okay, and so that was the video settings. Then you've got the camera settings. And the settings are 3 megapixels, 5 megapixels, or 16 megapixels. You can set your ISO at 800, 1600, or auto. I have it at 1600, 16 megapixels. And then you have a self-timer if you want to take photos of yourself, I suppose, or something. The way you select these is once you get it down here, there's a green check or a red X, and whichever one that's highlighted, that's what you've got set. So I've got it disabled. And then we have effects, and this is the light. I'll turn it on so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so I have it set to digital light. I don't know what that means. I think that's more like software lighting. It doesn't actually turn the light beam on, but it does something to the camera itself. I don't know. But when I preview it with it on and turn it on and off, you can see a difference on the screen here because you can actually see on the edges of the camera around this menu, you can actually see what you're looking at, and it did make the picture brighter, so it's more of like a contrast is what it seems like. And then this is just off, so you can turn the light off, it'll never come on. Okay, and we have a white balance. You set it to auto, sun. I think this is tungsten, and this one is a fluorescent, I think. I just set it to auto. And then you've got, this is facial recognition for photos. I think I have it off. Yeah, I have that off. Okay, and then you've got your settings. You can turn the sound on or off, which is the sounds you're hearing when I press these buttons. You can set your TV to PAL or NTSC. You select your language. Date printing, which I assume means that the date and I guess maybe time as well will be on your video. I have it off. You can format your SD card or go back to default settings if you got confused and you want to go back to factory settings. That's pretty much it as far as the software menu. I think pretty self-explanatory and easy to use. So you've got a lot of on-screen stuff here. I don't know if you can see it, but it shows HD Plus, which is the video quality I have set up at 60 frames per second. You've got the battery life remaining, which is showing it. You can't really see it, but it says 8 hours and 7 minutes. Number of photos remaining at the current resolution on this card is 6,902. It's set for night shot, which is to record in the dark. And then down the bottom you've got the stabilization, the Steadicam, I think is what they call it. Shows that there's an SD card in it and a full battery, so that's what you're seeing there. I'll go ahead and turn this on now, and we'll compare the quality of the focus as well as the distance the camera can see compared to the other video I did. Okay, we're now recording with the new camera, and the distance to the wall over there again is 33 feet, which I measured last night. I'm going to turn on the full spectrum illuminator. As you can see, the range is much better than the other camera. You could not get that level of detail using the SVP full spectrum camcorder. I mean, it's not even close. You can see the entire room. Like I said, that's 33 feet away. And I'm going to turn on my 51 LED UV Blacklight flashlight just to see if it does anything at all for the video. And it does. You can see the difference with the blacklight. The quality of the image on this camera is far superior to the other one. It's also in focus. The other one is blurry at any distance, under any lighting conditions, and this one's sharp. I like it. The 60 frames per second may be helping. I don't know if that shouldn't affect the range that it can see though, and the clarity. That is really nice though. I'll give this one a thumbs up. Okay, this is looking upstairs without the full spectrum light, and here's the light. As you can see, it makes a big difference. This is steps down to the basement. You see absolutely nothing. Turn on the light. Everything's quite clear. Okay, now I'm going to go outside where the backyard is, and there's a lot of distance out there. We'll see how far we can see. Okay, we're also now filming in the backyard. It's probably about 100 feet or more to the fence. We're going to see what kind of range this gets. That tree is probably 45 feet from here. So not bad. I'm getting in the dark outside. You can see the fence back there. That's, like I said, a good 100 feet. Couldn't see anything going on back there, but it's a good sign that it can pick up any sort of detail at all from that distance in the dark, because it is pitch black out here. Okay, that's a fire pit. It's probably 45 feet away. I'm also zoomed all the way out. If I zoom in, it's not too bad. It's got a really quick zoom. The SVP full spectrum camera zooms in like little chunks, little increments. It's like it steps in, and this is just a smooth zoom all the way in. Much quicker and smoother. And I'm going to try and remember some of the stuff that this camera comes with. The camera came with an audio video TV cable, a USB cable, an HDMI cable. It came with a velvet pouch for the camera itself. We got this one with the extra battery, so I've got 2 batteries. And what else did it come with? Software. It does come with a CD with some, I think 2 software applications on it. It also has a program where it'll read your memory card. You can select the video and upload it automatically as is, but it's all in Japanese and I can't change it to English. And it seems like it's a Japanese type of YouTube or something. It's weird. I don't trust it. I'm not going to touch it. The Lite came with the velvet pouch, and then the bracket that the camera and the light are on came with the handle, which I'm using to hold this, which makes a world of difference in holding the bracket itself. Okay, the camera also has on-screen playback, and it also has slow motion, so you can watch the video in slow motion. So it pretty much has everything I can think of. I haven't listened to this video playback yet, so I don't know the quality of the microphone, but if it's anything like the rest of the camera, I don't think I'll have a problem with it. One other really nice thing about this camera is the way that the tripod mount is situated. You don't have to take the bracket off of the camera to get to the memory card to take the video out and transfer it to your PC. That will open without moving this bracket. And the other camera, you actually have to unscrew the bracket, take it off to get to the memory card. So that's another definite plus. And one last big plus for this camera is that it records the files in AVI. So as far as I'm concerned, I won't have to convert the files prior to importing them into editing software, and that's going to save me probably an hour per investigation of going over video. So again, big plus.